Hello, what is up guys? Emon from Peso Smart Page here. Welcome sa panibagong episode. Shoutout tayo sa mga podcast listeners natin. I appreciate you all. Today, we're gonna discuss how I bought the Coca-Cola company stocks using eToro. So ngayon, ipapakita ko sa inyo yung UI ng eToro sa browser. Hindi ko pa natatry actually yung mobile app nila, but meron din sila nun. Siguro, gagawin ko lang din ng video and review ko kung gaano ba kaganda or kaayos gamitin yung platform nila sa mobile app. Anyway, ito yung UI ni eToro. Ito yung kumbaga parang home ng eToro kapag nakapag-register ka na and all that. So, nakita nyo dito yung watchlist ko. So, yan si Tesla, Apple, gold. Actually, commodity yan. Yan yung mismong gold. Yung minimina. So, yeah, Bitcoin yan. Minimine din. And then Ethereum. And then SPX 500. Then KO yung Coca-Cola. And then MCD, McDonald's. So, dito kung makikita nyo, yung initial deposit ko is $310.21. So, yung profit ko na currently, unang trading day pa lang to actually. Kasi kakabil ko pa lang. Nasa 2.29 na. But syempre, yung fluctuate yan on the daily. I don't really care about that. Kasi yung habol ko dito is dividends din. Kaya ako nag-invest sa Coca-Cola is because historically, they give dividends every single year. Hindi pumapala yan. And every single year, tumataas din yung dividends na binibigay nila. So, that's very good. And ayun, currently, nasa 312.50 na nga yung balance ko. Yun yung total equity ko. And then, ito. Makikita nyo dito, nung nag-deposit ako, ayan. Yun yung dates. Yung total amount, ay yung money in. Nakita nyo din kung nag-withdraw na kayo. So, sa money out yun lalabas. Then, andito naman, kung makikita nyo dito, this is my virtual portfolio. Kasi meron din silang parang copy trading. Actually, I was informed or like parang referred by a friend of mine, work friend, na yung, I think, brother niya is doing copy trading dito sa eToro. So, I was kinda curious kung paano ba nag-work yun. So yeah, ito, parang lahat ng trade sila is kokopyahin mo lang basically and automatically yun iti-trade ni eToro para sa'yo. So yan, currently hindi gano'ng kaganda, no? Although, kita nyo naman, ang laki ng investment, like $12,000, $12,500. Hindi naman realistic para sa akin yun na investan ko yan ng ganyan and then ibang tao yung parang pag-handling ko ng pera ko. That is not very ideal for me and di ko gusto gawin yun. So yeah, currently yun, nasa negative side tayo on this virtual portfolio. So you can play around this kapag ka nakapag-register na kayo sa account with eToro. And then ayan, pwede kayong bumili ng market. So either pwedeng index yun, index fund. So S&P 500, pwede kayong bumili nun. And then merong crypto, yun, Bitcoin nga, Ethereum. And then ETFs, pwede rin kayo bumili. Stocks, yun, yung katulad ng binili ko, individual stock. So yeah, pwede rin yung berin yun. Then commodities like gold nga, oil and all that. And then currency. So pwede ka mag-trade ng currencies dito sa eToro. So kumbaga parang all-in-one na. Pero syempre may mga iba ring stocks na hindi ka pwedeng bilhin dito. Kasi naglagay ako ng watchlist sa Google Finance. And then sinesearch ko sila dito, yung ibang stocks na nagustuhan ko, na nagbibigay ng dividends every year. However, hindi sila ma-search. So, I think hindi sila pwedeng i-trade dito sa eToro. And then ito yung mga portfolios na pwede nyong gayahin. So, yeah, sa copy investing din to, copy portfolio. So, I'm not gonna discuss much about this kasi hindi ko naman to gagawin in reality. But ginagawa ko siya, like tinry ko siya diba sa virtual portfolio. But in reality, hindi ko yun gagawin kasi bibili ako dito ng mga stocks na nagbibigay ng dividends. And yeah, I'm gonna forget about it. And then ito, meron din silang copy portfolio. Bali dito, pwede kang mag-invest sa isang industry. So yeah, di ba? Renewable energy, vaccine med, crypto portfolio. So medyo mataas lang yung record amount dito. I think nasa $1,000 yung kailangan mo invest kasi portfolio na nga siya, di ba? Isang malaking portfolio na. So yung barrier to entry is medyo mataas. So yeah, medyo mabigat yun para sa akin. $1,000 is around 47 to 48,000 pesos. So and then, wala kang parang control, no? Dun sa mga bibilin na stocks and all that. So yeah, but still, if you're a beginner, I think this is good. Pwede nyo i-try out to. Pero yun nga, medyo mataas yung barrier to entry. Okay, next up is ano yung minimum investment na kailangan mong ilagay dito sa eToro para makapagbukas ka ng account. First off, walang kailangan na amount. Wala kang kailangan i-deposit para makapag-open ng account. Kailangan mo lang is isang valid ID. So, preferably passport, no? Kasi yun yung parang internationally recognized na ID. So, yeah, yung ginamit ko is passport lang din. And then, like, a few minutes lang, na-approve na agad yung account ko. And I can open the account through eToro. And then, pwede na ako maglaro dun sa virtual portfolio ko. Siyempre, before ako makapag-invest sa tunay na stock or sa tunay na currency or kung anumang vehicle yan, kailangan ko mag-deposit, di ba? Yung initial deposit na kailangan mo, una is $200. So, that's around 9-ish K, di ba? Almost 10K. And then, after your first deposit, pwedeng mas maliit na yung ilagay mo, pwedeng $50 na lang. So, initially, yung nilagay ko nga dito is 15,000 pesos. So, that's around $310. So, nagbayad lang ako ng like 12 pesos dun sa Dragon Pay para ma-transfer yung money. And then, syempre, medyo mababa naman yung palitan. And then, ito, ang kagandahan dito, lahat halos ng local banks is ina-accept as payment nitong si eToro. So, napakadali lang mag-transfer ng funds. So, yung ginamit ko is BPI since ayun lang naman yung bangko, no? So, yeah. Online banking lang. Tapos dito, yan, nakita nyo naman. Since nakapag-deposit na ako initially, nag-exceed pa nga sa $200. So, yung next deposits ko, yung minimum deposit ko na is $50, which is around 2.5K. So, yeah. Yung mga local banks na pwede nyo gamitin is Metro Bank, RCBC, Robinsons Bank, UCPB, BPI, as I've said earlier, yun yung ginamit ko, Maybank, Union Bank, PS Bank, Dragon Pay, and then Bank of Commerce. Medyo weird lang, no? Kasi hindi kasali dito yung BDO. So, I'm just wondering bakit hindi sila, napasama dito sa mga accepted banks ni eToro. Siguro hindi ganun kaganda yung relationship nila, lol. Or siguro meron silang ibang partner, yung BDO, like for example, like Robinhood or kung ano man. But yeah, siguro meron nga lang silang ibang partner na katulad ng eToro, kaya hindi sila kasali dito. And ito na. So, by KO. So, medyo weird yung stock code ni Coca-Cola, no? But yeah, anyway, pwede nyong baguhin dito yung like stop loss, yung leverage, yung CFD, and then yung time na magte-take kayo ng profit. Syempre, in my case, hindi ako naglagay ng stop loss kasi hindi ko na maibibenta to like ever. And yung leverage is times 1 lang para nasa akin yung like liability. So yeah, commission free yan kapag ganyan yung pinili nyo na leverage. And then, pagka nag-take ng profit, wala din ako nilagay kasi kahit tumaas pa to ng sobrang taas. Ang habol ko talaga dito sa stock na to is dividends. So, yan. As I've said, pwede mong i-set kung kailangan mag-stop loss, kung kailangan magbebenta, no? Pagka sobrang bumaba na yung stocks, which is not very ideal for an investor. So, yeah, meron lang trailing stop loss. I wouldn't really discuss this that much. Gusto ko lang to ipakita para malaman nyo na may option na ganito. And then, ito. Yung take profit, yan. Kinlik ko lang din yung no TP, so no take profit kasi kahit pa mag-skyrocket yung stocks, yung stock prices ng si Coca-Cola, hindi ko siya ibebenta kasi nga, as I've said, ang habol ko sa stock na ito is yung dividend payments nila. And ito naman, so does eToro charge withdrawal fees? So $5 fixed yung withdrawal charges nila pagka nag-request ka. I'm not sure how that works pa since I haven't withdrawn any money yet galing dito sa eToro since kakasimula ko pa lang. But yeah, if ever that happens, siguro i-cover ko lang din and i-share ko sa inyo. So yeah, any withdrawals sent in currencies other than US dollars are subject to conversion fees. Details of our fees can be found here. So yeah, ililink ko lang din yan sa description sa baba para you can check it out. Please note, you may be charged by the funding provider involved in the transfer. So intermediary bank, receiving bank, or your credit card provider. Okay, so silipin naman natin yung quarterly financial standing ni Coca-Cola kung bakit ko nga binili ito. So December 2019, this is the fourth quarter of 2019. So yung revenue nila is tumaas ng 16.17%. Nasa 9.07 billion US dollars yan. And the net income nila is 2.04 billion dollars. So yeah, solid yung kitaan nila. This is Coke, by the way. So, this is a very big company which lasted for over a century now. So, there's really nothing much to say to sa standing nila. But yeah, and then yung first quarter naman ni 2020, medyo bumaba ng konti yung revenue nila. $8.6 billion na lang, but tumaas pa rin yung net income nila. $2.78 billion. And then, second quarter of 2020, medyo bumaba na, no? Diyan na nag-take ng hit yung income nila. Since syempre yung mga fast food, di ba? Like, and mga restaurants is nag-close out temporarily because of the pandemic and all the lockdown. So yeah, medyo bumaba yung demand, for soft drinks and wala sila masyado sinusuplayan. That is why yun, medyo bumaba yung revenue nila by 28.48%, $7.15 billion pa rin yan. And the net income nila is $1.78 billion. And then for the third quarter naman ng 2020, ayun, patuloy pa rin bumaba yung revenue nila. So $8.65 billion. And the net income nila is $1.74 billion. Sa kagandahan naman dito, although bumababa nga yung income nila and yung revenue nila, at least kumita pa rin sila, no? Kahit may pandemic. And then ito, yung dividend history ni Coca-Cola. So yung ex-dividend date nila, yung last payment, actually quarterly sila nagbibigay, no? So November 30 yung ex-dividend date. So yung last payment, hindi ako magka-qualify dyan. Yung sa next payment na ako, sa first quarter ng 2020, doon ako magka-qualify. Yung dividend yield niya is 3.29%. Yung PE ratio niya is 25.89. Diba sabi ko nga, yung sweet spot is around 15 or below. So yung sabihin medyo mataas yung prices ni Coca-Cola ngayon, but I think it's still worth it kasi mataas naman din yung dividend yield nila given na every year nagbibigay sila ng dividends, hindi pumapalya, and every year tumataas yung dividends na binibigay nila. So yung annual dividend nila is $1.64 and then ayun nga, yung P ratio 25.89. So bali yung willing ibayad ng mga investors dito para sa stock na to is $25 para kumita sila ng $1. By the way, share ko lang, yung PE ratio ng Tesla ngayon is around $1,200. So yeah, basically yung gustong ibayad ng tao para sa stock na yun, para kumita ng $1 per stock is $1,200. Grabe, sobrang taas na. And then ito, fast fact. The Coca-Cola company first traded under the symbol CCO but replaced it in 1923 with the current symbol KO. So yeah, knockout. And then ito naman, yung dividend data nila from 1963 to 2021. So yeah, basically wala pa namang binibigay ngayon 2021. But yeah, sobrang tagal na nila nagbibigay ng dividends. Actually, hindi since 1963 sila nagbibigay. Actually, since 1920 pa. I believe we're gonna see that on the next couple of slides. But yeah, yan, kita nyo naman yung dividend payout ratio tumataas, and then yung stock price tumataas din kahit papaano. And then yung dividend yield, sobrang taas nung like around 80s. So yeah, nag-peak doon and then bumaba gradually. And then currently, patuloy na tumataas. So yeah, Coca-Cola performance. On February 20, 2020, the Coca-Cola company announced its 58th consecutive annual dividend increase, raising the quarterly payment 2.5% from 40 centavos to 41 centavos per share. Not surprisingly, this startling fact places it squarely in its list of so-called dividend aristocrats. So yeah, ito, nakita ko lang din itong article na to. So dividend since 1920, as I've said. So 1 century na sila nagbibigay ng dividends consistently. Yung yield nga niya currently is 3.4%. Although hindi siya ganun kataas, no? Yung sinasabi ko palagi sa mga Philippine stocks is around 5% yung sweet spot. But yung mga companies kasi sa US, sobrang dami nila na, thousands talaga yan. And then sa isang exchange pa lang yun. So marami silang exchange din. May Nasdaq, may NYSE and all that. May S&P. So yeah. So yun, diba? Sabi nga, with an even 100 years of payout, soft drink giant Coca-Cola is a go-to choice for income investors thanks to its powerful brand name and global reach. These factors are also reasons that Berkshire Hathaway Guru Warren Buffett invested $1 billion in Coke stock back in 1988. Biruin mo, $1 billion yung invest si Warren Buffett dito back in 1988. So, imagine kung gaano nakarami yung dividends na natanggap niya. And syempre, nag-appreciate din yung stock prices itong si Coca-Cola since then. And has made a healthy return ever since in this tried and true consumer stock. So, kung tiwala si Warren Buffett dito sa company na to, bakit hindi ka magtitiwala? So yeah, ayun, ganun lang kasimple kung paano ko binili yung Coke stock ko. Nag-open lang ako ng account sa eToro, nag-submit lang ako ng mga requirements, so ID lang yan. Actually, ID number nga lang, hindi na ako nag-upload like nung ID ko actually. And then yun, pagka nakapag-register ka ng account, mag-initial deposit ka lang at least $200, so nasa 10k lang yan, around 10k-ish. And then you can start investing in US stocks. Actually, hindi lang US stocks yung pwede mong bilhin dito. Pwede kang bumili kung saan ang mga exchange. Kailangan mo lang mag-research. Pero syempre ako ipaprioritize ko yung mga US stocks. Sila yung mga malalakas na companies and sila yung mga pinakamalaking companies dito sa buong mundo. And syempre mas gusto ko yung mga US stocks kasi pwede kong i-follow yung mga binibili ni Warren Buffett, no? And yung mga binibenta niya. Alright, we are heading towards the end of this episode. Silipin natin yung mga sources for today's video. So medyo madami yan, no? Si eToro, Google Finance, Nasdaq, Investopedia, Macro Trends, US News, and Unsplash. Lahat ng mga links yan is matagpuan sa description sa baba. And before we end, we have a quote galing kay Warren Buffett. Kanino pa nga ba? So ang sabi niya dito, the best investment you can make is an investment in yourself. The more you learn, the more you'll earn. Alright guys, end na natin yung episode here. Sana may natutunan kayo, and if umabot kayo at the end of this episode, thank you very much. I appreciate you. And if you haven't already, now's a good time to smash that like button, subscribe to my channel, and ring the notification bell para wala kayo ma-miss out sa mga uploads ko. Thanks again everyone for watching and listening. I'll see you all on Monday. Always remember, be Peso smart.